All right, there. I'm gonna show you guys what we have done for the control panel for this for the two pieces of switchgear, MSG and PSG. Gonna give you a brief explanation of the features of the screen. So what we have in here is the MSG switchgear, which is the screen that comes up when you turn on the panel. What we have in here is breaker statuses and push buttons to open and close open and close the circuit breakers. We have the status indication on the breaker. As we can see, when the breaker is open, we have this green open symbol, and we have the red, indicating the circuit breaker is closed. We don't have text. We're just using the symbol to indicate the status. What we have in here on MSG is, again, the status, which you don't need a password to look at the status. Okay, the status will always be available. You will need a password, though, to operate the circuit breakers. If you try to operate the breaker, the screen is going to prompt for username and password, and you would have to enter that in order to gain access to circuit breaker operation. Once the user logs in, you'll be able to manipulate the circuit breakers for 5 minutes. If there's no activity for 5 minutes, then log off will occur, and you're required to log in again. So we wire some switch here just as a demonstration of how the display will work, and I'm gonna open a circuit breaker just to. So here we go. We have the utility breaker here. I'm simulating the opening and closing of the breaker, and we can see what happens on the screen. The other feature of the screen, and I'm going to have to log in for that, is if by the way, you got to enter the passwords in lowercase. Alright, so now we log down. If I press for a circuit breaker to close or to open, and it doesn't happen within 10 seconds, we get an alarm, a fail to close, or if it was the other way around, a fail to open alarm. So that's one thing that we just added there. That fault can be resetted, and we get back to normal, and can retry whatever many times you wish. The other feature of the screen is, so let's go to PSG, and let me explain what we have on PSG. We have the generator status there, auto or not in auto, and we don't have operation for the circuit breaker because being a paralleling system, it has to be operated on the switchgear itself, on the switchgear logic, but we have operation for the feeder breakers, okay? This is the complete screen here. This screen only going to indicate circuit breaker open or closed and allow the user to open or close the breakers. There was some talk about some in auto or not in auto, or remote operation allow or not. If that is the case, we got to get a signal from that and maybe display something on the screen. As long as someone will let us know, we can add something to the screen here to indicate if the remote control is enabled or not. So that's it for the regular screens. Besides the regular screens, we have the system screen, which going there allows it requires an administrator password, and that will allow for somebody to change the operator login, operator password, and some other settings that the screen have, which is there's a cleaning mode, which is it goes through like a blank screen to let it clean up the screen, and there's some other features there, brightness, that kind of stuff. Okay, it's kind of self-explanatory. Going there, you'll be able to see that. All right, this is it for the real brief on the screen. I hope if someone sees something that wanted to add to the screen, we'll be glad to do so. I'm going to show quick internal view of the panel. This is the panel here. We just got some temporary wires right now hooked up to the panel. But this is it. All right, thanks for your time.